Hey Siri, move my knight to f4. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I was listening to, well, something. Anyway, hi guys, it's me, SDG Moneyboy Videos, back with a hot new video. And today, I am going to answer a simple question. How do I make more money? Yep, I've heard it. Everyone wants to know the answer. How do you get rich? How do you get wealthy quickly? So, want to know something interesting? That out of all Americans, nearly 360 million Americans, only 14.2% of them have $10 million or more. So if you do the math, that means that only 1.42% of all Americans have more than $1 million. So to be up in that upper percentile, in that higher tax bracket, right, you're going to need some advanced techniques, which is something, luckily, I have for you today. I'm going to be presenting you with 5 different techniques you can use to get wealthy fast. Let's get into it. Let's get into the first method. Let's say this fancy and expensive chocolate, which I personally own, let's say this chocolate represents one tire, like a car tire. So let's say the year is 2000 and you want to buy this tire, right? So you buy this tire and right now you spent $10 to purchase this tire, which is actually a fancy chocolate that I actually own. Let's say you buy that, right? So the value of one tire right now is $10. Now there's this principle in economics known as the Delmar-Farney principle of money, of currency. And this was discovered by Michael Phelps in 1964, and basically what it says is as economies grow, the value of a single dollar actually decreases, and it actually deflates. It actually inflates, rather. Meaning that, let's say this, for example, this fancy expensive chocolate, which in this case represents a tire, it actually, instead of being, let's say, $10 in the year 2000, in the year 2020, it might be worth $15. So the Delmar-Farney principle says that every 20 years, when the sky is clear for at least 252 days of the year, every 20 years, the price of something will inflate by 1.5. So basically, if the sky is clear for 252 days a year for 20 years straight, then the price of something will inflate by 1.5%. So, how can you use this to become wealthy? Now, back to this example. If you buy this tire for $10 right now, and if you wait another 20 years, based on the fact that the sky would be clear, you could actually then resell that tire for $15. And you'd actually be making a profit. You'd be making a profit of those extra $5. Now, needless to say, you can scale this up pretty big if you want. You can buy, instead of one tire, let's say 100 tires, and you could be making tons and tons of profit. And instead of making $5, you're making about $5,000 of profit. So based on that, this is actually a really interesting and unique way that you can make a lot of money. And it's actually how I gained the majority of my wealth, is through the tire method. So I would recommend this method to anyone with a large starting capital. It's a low risk, but it actually does tend to be one of the lower rewards one, because you do need to input a lot of money, and while it's highly likely you will get your return, you're not making a massive return. So for that reason, I would classify this as a pretty good and reliable way that you can actually make money. Oh wait, shit, I need a different shirt on.
I'm sorry, one of the best ways to be successful is to never wear the same outfit for more than 30 minutes at a time. This is because people begin to recognize you as who you are. You need to constantly be changing and evolving. This is a proven fact, kind of reported by countless scholars. Michael Phelps once said, "Don't wear clothes."
What if there was one way for you to use them at the Monday and lose your weight at the same time? Introducing my brand new product. Weight loss. Yeah, that's right. This is battery acid. Now, join me today at weightloss.com. And if you sell 15 of these products to your friends, then you will actually make your money back. You know why this product is so great too? It's collapsible. It's transportable. See, right now it's big, bulky. difficult to move around. Now, just squith it up, and it's much smaller and more compact. That's why I love this product. At the same time, just a single bite of it will burn all the fat out of your stomach in less than 5 minutes. Spectacular, right? So join me today at weightloss.com, and you can make money. Alright, now let's talk about the third method you can use to get wealthy quickly. Alright, now let's say you want to buy this rare and expensive chocolate that I myself personally own. And you have $5. Interestingly enough, if you buy this from yourself, what will happen is the money will actually duplicate, right? Because if you think about it, it makes sense, right? So if you have $5, right, and you buy something for yourself, you are spending $5, but then you also have your original $5, and you're getting $5. So, since you have $5 and you're getting $5 more, this actually becomes $10. So, interestingly enough, you can actually apply this principle to nearly anything you want. And it doesn't actually matter if the value is accurate. For example, I could value this rare and expensive chocolate that I personally own at only $1. And if I spend it, I would actually be able to duplicate this into even more money. And you can actually do this pretty much as many times as you want for any type of product. So this is a very low risk, easy way to increase your amount of capital, but it is pretty time consuming to do. So we actually do have 2 more methods you can do to get money quickly. Alright, so for your fourth and final method, what you would like to do is actually you want to write a note to someone. So I am going to address mine out to Bill Gates. So you want to write to to an individual. I think Bill Gates is a great option. And basically what you want to do is in this letter you want to write something along, like this is just a basic format you can use to format your letter. You want to write something along the lines of, let me think. Dear Bill Gates. And just remember, this is a basic format. You don't have to write exactly like this, but I think this is actually a pretty good way that you can do it. You can write, Dear Bill Gates, give me money. And always remember to be kind. So I'm just going to write please at the end. So, with that, you want to mail this letter out. And this is, it's one of the more reliable methods, I think. But it's not that profitable. Like, normally you'll end up just getting, like, a few $100 or so. So, make of it what you may. But it's another good way to diversify your income portfolio, definitely. So, I would recommend giving it a shot. Definitely gonna work. Okay, so for the fifth and final method, it's what I like to call a extremely low interest loan. So this method, basically what you need is you need a couple of materials. First of all, you need to have a bank account or a bag. One of the two, probably bag is the best option. Second of all, you need to be in a certain area, right? Like, go to particularly wealthy communities, right? And try and find particularly wealthy individuals. And the last thing you're going to need is a weapon. And so what you're going to want to do is one of two things. Now, a lot of people like to get their low interest loans from banks. However, I think one of the best ways to do it is from people. So what you want to do with this is you want to find one individual, politely ask them to follow you, and then say in the nicest way possible that you would like to take out a low interest loan with them. And if they don't comply, that is where luckily you have one of these things. And so you can use it, and it's likely that they will. Now, obviously, this definitely isn't for violence or anything, but it's just a way that these individuals will gain a lot of respect for you, and you will be able to gain their trust. Yeah, we'll go with that. You gain their trust. That's probably how it works. This actually is a higher risker one, though. You can get money pretty easily through this, right? But it is more high risk, as it's something that's very easy to misinterpret the wrong way. So you do have to be careful and experienced with how you convey this. Hi guys, hopefully you really enjoyed this video. I had a fun time making it, and hopefully you guys can get a bunch of money with this. So, I have to go on a forced vacation. Yeah, a forced vacation. Damn it. Anyway, if you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as share with some friends and family. And I will be back hopefully very soon. And if you guys have any tips for prison, just let me know. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming. Subscribe to SDG. Oh, she's hot but a psycho. She's left but she's right though. At night she's screaming. Like the video and share with your